And Candace, give me 1 second. I'm going to unmute you.
All right, there we go. All right, good morning, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me this morning. This is wonderful. So my name is Candace Rose. For those of you that I haven't maybe formally met yet, I teach in the Media Studies department, and I've been practicing and doing yoga for many years, and teach through Team Life as well at Palomar College, teach some yoga. So I'm happy to have you all here with me today. And I want to thank Kelly for helping. If you saw me on my phone, it was Kelly and I communicating back and forth to each other to make this a smooth, well-run class for you. Okay, so to get started, the way that the class is going to run, this is a gentle yoga class. So all of you can participate, and of course you'll just do what you can within your own limits. If there's anything that I do that isn't comfortable for you, certainly modify that. Okay. I will not be having you communicate back and forth with me. You're simply going to be watching the yoga class and following along. So I'm going to do about 45 minutes of the Hatha yoga, which is the exercise, the movement, and the stretching. We'll be talking about the breath as we move through the class. And then I will end with a relaxation where you will lie on the floor and relax. At that point, I'm actually going to end the class with what we call namaste. The teacher brings the hands to the heart and says the word namaste with a bow, and then the students mirror that back. It's just a formal way or a nice way of saying thank you. And namaste means that when I am quiet and I go into that sort of meditative, peaceful space within myself that is of light and love and peace, and you are in that quiet space of light and love and peace, that essentially we are one. So that is what namaste means. After I do that, those of you that would like to stay for the last 15 minutes, I'm going to teach you a breathing technique called alternate nostril breath that helps to calm the body, the mind, and also deepen the breath. It's good for the lungs, which is really important right now. And then we'll sit for meditation for the last 10 minutes or so. I will quietly end the class at that point, and those of you that want to continue to meditate can just stay sitting where you are. So that's sort of my thought or my plan for the day. All right. So with that, we're going to get started. I would like you to start by sitting on either a folded towel or a blanket or a small pillow, something like that, so that when you sit, your hips are off of the floor. This raises your hips up a little bit. And for some of you, you might even fold the blanket a little bit more and sit something like this, okay? And then we're going to either sit in a cross-legged posture, but if that's not comfortable for your legs, go ahead and stretch a leg out, right? Or you could have both legs out, something like this. And you'll notice that when you sit on a small pillow or blanket, see how it makes me sit nice and tall, my shoulders are back and relaxed. When I sit flat on the floor, this is what happens to my back. It just naturally will curve, the shoulders become a little tight, and the lower back can get sore. So it's to help you sit up tall and to be comfortable. Okay? And we'll be doing that every class. All right, so we're going to start in our comfortable seated posture. Go ahead and rest your hands in your lap or on your knees and just close your eyes for a moment. And take a nice deep breath in and out through your nose. Notice your posture. Lengthen from the base of your spine, all the way up the back, through the neck, through the top of your head. And slowly start to bring your awareness inward. Relax down through the forehead and around your eyes. Relax your jaw. Separate your teeth a little bit. Relax down through the neck and throat. And relax your shoulders all the way down the arms to your fingertips. And back up through the shoulders. Take a nice deep breath in and out through the nose and just relax through the upper back, your chest and lungs, your heart center. Down through the abdomen, through the lower back. And from your hips all the way down the legs to your feet and your toes. And now bring your awareness to your breath. count to yourself the length of your inhale as you breathe in, filling all the way up through the chest and lungs. Feels like you're filling up from the lower abdomen all the way up through the collarbone. So count to yourself. And then count again the length of your exhale. You can even feel your stomach pull in slightly at the end of your exhalation. Okay, see if you can even out your breath. So if you inhale to the count of 7, you're going to exhale to the count of 7. And we're going to do that for a few breaths down. And again, if your legs get uncomfortable sitting cross-legged, feel free to stretch a leg out. Good. Now with your next exhale, bring your chin forward, let your head hang down, and then draw your chest up towards your chin. Feel that stretch of the back of your neck into your shoulders. Slowly roll your head to one side. So the face is forward, let the ear hang toward the shoulder. Relax your jaw. And now roll your head around to the back. Let your head hang back. Over to the other side. And bring your head back down to the front. Okay, we're going to do a few circles. Do about 3 circles to each side. Inhale as you roll your head around to the back. And exhale, let your head roll back down to the front. Just follow the breath. If your neck feels real tight in one area, just move slowly through that movement. You don't have to hang your head all the way back or all the way down. Modify if you need to. And if you find your mind starts to wander, see if you can bring it back over and over again. Just bring it back to the moment, back to your body, back to the breath, back to the sound of my voice. And when you're done with the neck rolls, let your head hang down. Just clasp the hands together and lay them gently on the back of your head. You're just adding a little bit of weight to that stretch. Good, and bring your head back up to center. You can slowly open your eyes if your eyes were closed. Put one hand on your head, the other hand can just rest on your leg. And then gently draw the ear towards your shoulder. And then back up to center. Let's do the other side. Gently draw the ear towards your shoulder. And you're drawing down slightly with the opposite shoulder. There you go. And then bring your head back to center. Good. Okay, let's look back and forth, side to side. See if you can look behind you, but without twisting your shoulder. All right, just through the neck. Back and forth. Good, and let your head come back to center. Okay, so I'm going to have your arms are by your side. Inhale as you reach out and up. Go ahead and clasp your hands together. Draw the palms upward, and as you exhale, you can lean to either side. And inhale as you come up. And exhale over. Inhale to center. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Good, and let's bring the arms back up to center. Okay, let your fingertips touch. Inhale. As you exhale, bring the arms back down. And you can draw the hands behind your back. So now if you clasp your hands together behind your back, it'll look like this. Okay. And you're going to draw back slightly with those shoulders, those arms. Stretch. Good. And relax. Go ahead and reach your arms out in front of you. Let your fingertips touch your shoulders. And then bring those elbows in, back, and around. Good. Letting go of all the tension in the upper back and the neck and the shoulders. And let's change direction. Good. And go ahead and let your arms come down. Stretch your legs out. It's a long time to sit cross-legged, so flex your feet. Rock your feet in and out just a little bit and relax your knees and your hips. Good. Okay, so I'm going to have you come over now onto the hands and knees, and you can use, if you have a folded blanket or a towel or something like that, you can use that as extra padding if you want. Just put it right underneath your knees. Okay, and place the hands firmly onto the mat. So it's like what we call the table pose. We're going to start with what's called the cat and dog tail stretching. So hands are firmly on the mat. I want your fingers spread wide so that you're balancing the weight on your hands. Toes are relaxed. Start by tucking your chin in, round your back and shoulders, and you'll exhale. And then arch your back and look up as you inhale. Good. Exhale as you tuck your chin in. Round your back and shoulders. And then inhale as you arch and you look up. And just move at your own pace. You should feel a nice stretch all through your back, stretching that spine, stretching out the lower back. And inhale, feel a good stretch through your abdomen, through your stomach. If you have any problems with the wrist and hands, if this is uncomfortable for you, you can do this version on your elbows or forearms. Okay, so that's another variation for you. All right, with your next exhale, let's bring the hips back to your heels and then reach your arms out in front of you. Okay, so it's okay if the hips don't go all the way to the heels. Don't worry about that. For some of you, it will. And you're just going to reach out through your fingertips and get a nice stretch. It's called your half tortoise posture. Inhale and exhale deeply. Good. And then come back up onto the hands and knees. All right, we're going to do a variation. It's called a pigeon or a half pigeon pose. We're going to start by stretching the hips. I'm going to have you start by sliding your left knee forward up between the fingertips. Okay, so I brought my left knee up. Take your left heel and turn it in so it's more by your left hip bone. So I just turned the heel in. Got my hands on the mat for support. I'm going to slide my right leg back just a little bit. Inhale as you look forward, and then exhale as you come on down, and you're going to rest on your elbows or forearms to start. Okay? And again, modify as you need to. If you get uncomfortable in a pose, it's okay to come out of that posture. Some of you will be able to bring your forehead down onto your forearms and just relax. And if it feels good to rock your hips a little bit from side to side, you can do that as well. So these are just some different variations. So let's hold for a few moments. I want you to focus on your breathing. Nice, slow, deep breaths in and out through the nose. And just imagine that with each exhale, you go just a little bit further into that posture. Your body's starting to relax. And go of all that tension through your hip, your knee, your ankle, your lower back. Good. From here, let's put the hands firmly on the mat. So you're going to bring your chest back up, and I'm just going to have you slide that leg back. We're going to do the other side. Slide the right knee forward. Go ahead and turn your heel in and stretch your left leg back. Inhale as you look forward and stretch. And then exhale as you come on down, and you can rest again on your elbows. You can come down onto your forearms. If it feels good to rock a little bit from side to side, you can do that and breathe. And 3. And 4. And 5. Good. Let's bring the chest back up, hands firmly on the mat. And I'm just going to have you slide this leg back. All right, I'm going to teach you a posture called the downward facing dog. And these postures that we're doing today we'll continue to do in each of the other classes. So that you'll get more comfortable with them if you haven't done them before. Let's bring your hips back to your heels again into the half tortoise and just stretch forward. I want you to reach out through your fingertips. Now let's have the hands a little bit wider than the shoulders so your small finger can come towards the edge of the mat. I want your fingers spread wide so you have your full palm flat on the mat. Go ahead and come on up onto your hands and knees and just keep your hands in this position. Let your toes curl under. You're going to lift your hips and you're going to see that I'm going to bend my knees slightly and gently press back like I'm pressing the floor away from me. Okay, this is called your downward facing dog, and it takes some strength. You can do this one on the forearms if you need to. I'll demonstrate in a moment, but ideally you're on the hands. And we're going to bend one knee, push the opposite heel to the mat, alternate your legs. This is called the runner stretch, and this is a really good one for stretching out those calves. Right? And I'm going to show a variation. If you needed to do this on the forearms, you could do something like this. All right. Right now you're in the down dog. Okay, so from here, let's bring the shoulders forward. Place your knees down onto your mat and relax your toes and your feet. All right, so we're going to do the half tortoise with a little bit of a twist to it. This time you're going to sit back towards your right heel and then twist and reach over to the left. So you're sitting towards the right heel, reaching over to the left. You're going to get a really nice stretch to your lower back and shoulders. I want you to focus on your breath. That's 2. And 3. 4. And 1 more. And 5. Good. Let's come up onto the hands and knees. Let's do the other side. So now you're going to sit back towards your left heel and reach over to the right and just relax and stretch. 2, 3, 4, and 5. And let's bring ourselves right back up onto our hands and knees. Okay, I'm going to have you sit back onto your heels for a moment. So you're in a kneeling posture. You can come forward onto your fingertips or hands if you need a little balance. I want you to curl your toes under. Okay, so we're going to actually stretch your feet. So curl the toes under. If you can, if you're comfortable sitting on the heels, you can sit on the heels. If that's painful, lean forward and take some of the pressure off. So just hold for a moment. All right. Good. So I'm going to have you come on up and you can just slide your blanket or pillow off to the side and we're going to come to a standing posture. I'm going to adjust my camera so that you guys can see me. Good. All right. I think you can see me now. All right. So let's start with the feet about hip distance apart. We're going to do some standing postures now. Hands on your hips. Keep your knees relaxed or soft, and I'm going to have you lean forward, roll around to the back as you inhale. Exhale, come back to the front. And again, inhale As you roll to the back, exhale as you come to the front. Good, and let's change direction. And back to the front. Good. All right, feet about hip distance, toes point straight ahead. We're going to do a front bend. Inhale as you exhale, fold forward into your front bend. Let your arms hang, let your head hang. I want you to keep your knees soft. Okay, don't lock the knees, just keep them soft. And sway gently from side to side. All right, doesn't matter if your fingers touch the floor, none of that matters. Just imagine that as you're hanging in your front bend, you're relaxing and stretching each vertebra along the spine, creating some space. This is good for getting more blood to the top of, or to our brain, to the top of our head. All right, so from here, we're gonna bend the knees. I want you to reach out in front of you to the floor and come down into a squat. So front bends and squats are good opposite poses. If you're sitting all day, which I think many of us are, it's good to get up and do some front bends and squats. So let's go ahead and fold back into that front bend. And getting more blood to the brain helps with our memory, gives us some energy. Stretching out your legs and your lower back can help as well to prevent lower back pain when you're sitting all day. Let's go ahead and bend the knees, hands onto the floor again for balance, and come on down. Good. All right, back into that front bend. Bring your chest up, place your hands on your hips for balance, and inhale as you come on up. All right, we're gonna do a standing back stretch. I want you to place the heel of your hands, so it'll look like this, the heel of the hands right underneath the rib cage, fingers point towards the floor. Okay, feet are about hip distance. You're gonna lift through the chest. You can bend your knees just slightly and gently lean back. And then bring yourself right back up to standing. So we just folded forward. We did a little back stretch. Now I'm gonna have you draw your feet closer to each other. Your toes can either touch or they can be a couple of inches apart, whatever feels comfortable to you. Arms slightly out to the side. So this is your mountain pose, Tadasana. So you stand tall like a mountain peak. Inhale, reach your arms out and up. Let's let the fingertips touch. Reach to the ceiling. As you exhale, you can lean to either side. Press out on that opposite hip. This is your half moon. Inhale as you come up. And exhale over. Inhale to center. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Good, and let's come right back to center. All right, we're gonna flow. We're gonna move from posture to posture. Inhale. As you exhale, bring your arms down. And I want you to fold right down into a front bend. Place the hands on the front of your legs, either the thighs or the shins, and draw your chest forward. And inhale. Exhale as you fold. Inhale, reach your arms out, come all the way up. Stretch, and then exhale, bring your hands back to your heart. So let's do that again. Inhale as you reach up, and you can even look up at your thumbs if you like. Exhale as you fold. Hands on the legs, draw your chest forward. Exhale as you fold. Inhale, reach and come all the way up. And exhale, hands back to the heart. Okay, so the lips are closed as you're breathing, but your jaw's relaxed. Inhale deeply and reach up. Exhale as you fold. Hands on the legs, draw your chest forward. Inhale and exhale. Reach and come on up. And back to the heart. And again, inhale. And exhale as you fold. Draw your chest forward, inhale. And exhale. reach and come on up. And back to the heart. One more. Inhale. Nice, slow, deep breath. Exhale as you fold. Draw the chest forward. Inhale. And exhale. And reach and come on up. And back to the heart. Good. And just pause for a moment. Take a nice deep breath. And relax. Relax your arms. Go ahead and bend your knees. Relax your legs a little bit. Good. All right. So the next posture we'll do, let's go ahead and do some balancing today. Let's practice our balance. So you can either stand, if you're using a mat, you can stand on your mat or blanket, or you can step off onto the hard floor, whatever feels more comfortable for you. Okay. Hands on the hips. Now, the key to balancing is I want you to find something to focus on, to stare at, that's not going to move. So don't focus on me, all right? And you're going to shift your weight to either leg. So you can start on either leg. I want your hips to stay forward, and you're going to turn your knee to the side. You can balance with your toes touching the mat the whole time. That's fine. That's still a balancing pose. Or you can bring the toes and the foot right above your ankle and press it against the side of your calf. Some of you will be able to bring that foot up above the knee onto the thigh, but don't use the knee as a ledge. Have your foot below or above the knee. And if you bring your foot up, you have to tighten that standing leg and press the foot and thigh together. So whatever variation you pick, I want you to have, keep your focus there at that point. And when you feel comfortable, see if you can bring your hands to your heart center. Right. Some of you might prefer raising the hands above the head. Some people like to balance like this or like this. Whatever feels comfortable to you. I balance the best with the hands at my heart. And then just relax. Soften your gaze. Relax your breath. If you come out of the pose, just go right back into the pose. Good. Now inhale as you exhale, slowly come down on that side. All right, let's do the same thing on the other side. Hands on your hips. Hips are forward. Let your knee turn to the side and just find your point to focus on for a moment. Decide where you'd like to place your foot. All right, and then when you're ready, you can bring your hands to your heart center again. You might notice that it's easier to balance on one side than the other, and that's perfectly normal. And all you need to do is just relax, soften your gaze. If you go out of the pose, just come back into the pose. And relax. Go ahead and let that leg come down. Good. All right, feet about hip distance. I'm going to have you fold or hang down into your front bend. Soften your knees. Sway a little bit from side to side. And just relax. Good. Bend your knees. Get your hands down to the floor for balance or support. And go ahead and bring yourself down into a squat. And then we're going to sit down. So carefully bring yourself all the way down onto the floor and just stretch the legs out in front of you. And you can rock your feet in and out a few times. We're going to do a few floor exercises. That'll be good for the hips and the lower back. I'm going to have you start. So I'm going to mirror you. So you'll start with, so this will be your left leg. Go ahead and bend your leg and bring your foot up. And you can place that foot into your hand like this, or you can bring it up into your elbow. And then wrap the other arm around your leg. So you're cradling your leg, and we're just going to rock gently from side to side. Back and forth, sit up nice and tall. Good, and then go ahead and pull that leg in and just hold for a moment. And then relax. You can place your foot right across your upper thigh. Place your hand on your knee and very gently just bounce that knee up and down a few times. Good. Let's take this leg, the bent leg, cross it over your straight one. So there's two variations I'm going to teach you. You can keep this bottom leg straight and then lean forward. And some of you are going to take that bottom leg and bend it back like this so that your feet are going back and lean forward. So two variations, both are great stretches. So you pick which one and then lean into the stretch. Focus again on your breathing. Notice if you're clenching your jaw, if that's a habit for you. See if you can relax your jaw. Going just a little bit deeper with each exhale. Your body is starting to relax and stretch and open up, letting go of all that tension. Good, and go ahead and bring yourself up, and let's undo the leg. Okay, we'll do the other side. So go ahead and bring your leg up, place it into your elbow, or maybe it's in your hand, either is fine. And you're just gonna rock your leg from side to side. Sit up nice and tall. Good, stop the rocking movement, pull that leg in for a moment and hold. And relax. Let's place the foot right across your upper thigh. Put your hand on your knee and just gently bounce that knee up and down. Good. Take the bent leg, cross it over your straight one. You can lean forward, keeping that leg straight, or you can tuck your bottom leg under so the feet go back. This is called the cow face pose. And you're going to lean forward into the stretch. Breathe. And you'll feel this stretch if you're doing the full variation. You're going to feel it in the hips and the buttocks area. This is a posture that can help to heal and prevent sciatica problems. Right? If you've got the legs straight, you're still working and stretching those muscles in the hips and buttocks, but you're also getting a good stretch in your hamstring. And relax. Go ahead and bring yourself up and undo your legs. Stretch your legs out in front of you. Rock your feet in and out a few times. Okay, I'm going to have you come down onto your backs now, and you can use your blanket if you want for extra padding. You can just stretch that out onto your mat. Okay. All right, when you come down onto your back, I want you to come down carefully, draw your knees in, clasp your hands across your legs, and just rock gently from side to side. Go ahead and take a deep breath there. Okay, I'm just going to adjust my camera so that you can see me a little more closely. So continue to rock gently from side to side, relaxing your lower back. Let go of all the tension down your spine. Good. So from here, I want you to place your feet on your mat, hip distance apart, arms rest by your sides. We're going to do the bridge pose. Press your back into the mat, press your feet down, raise your hips up as high as you feel comfortable, and just hold. And inhale. As you exhale, roll down slowly, one vertebra at a time. And then go ahead and draw your knees into your chest and relax your back. Let's do that again. Feet on the mat, hip distance apart, arms rest by your side. Go ahead and lift your hips up and hold. And then roll down slowly, one vertebra at a time. And draw the knees up into your chest. And relax your back. Good. Keep your knees tucked in. Open your arms out to your sides with your palms facing upward. Okay, so the arms are flat on the floor, palms facing upward. We're gonna, let's start by going to the left. I'm gonna have you slowly lower your legs to the left, all the way down to the floor. Let your knees and your feet touch the floor and relax. Now your right shoulder might come up a little bit. Turn your head to the right so you're looking out towards that right hand, and that'll help the shoulder come down. To increase the stretch, just take your left hand, place it on your right knee, and very gently just draw down with your hand and hold. You can close your eyes, you can take some deep breaths here, and I want you to let go of all that tension along your spine. Inhale and bring your knees up to center. Exhale over to the other side. Let your knees come all the way to the floor. Let your feet rest on the floor. Turn your head, look over to your left hand. Place your right hand down onto your knee and gently draw down and hold. Nice, slow, deep breaths. Good. And let your knees come back to center. All right, go ahead and stretch your legs all the way down onto the floor. Let your arms rest by your sides with your palms facing upward. Rock the feet in and out a few times and just let your feet fall out to the sides. Close your eyes softly and take a nice deep breath in and out through your nose. Okay, continue to relax onto your back, and I want you to begin by relaxing from the top of your head all the way down through your forehead and around your eyes. Relax your jaw. Relax down through the neck and the throat and your shoulders, all the way down the arms to your fingertips. And then back up through the shoulders. Relax to the upper back, chest and lungs, heart center, down through the abdomen, through the lower back. Relax your hips, all the way down the legs to your feet and your toes. Inhale and exhale deeply. And relax again from your toes and your feet, your lower legs, knees, and upper legs. Relax through your abdomen and your lower back. Relax your heart center, your chest and lungs, your upper back. From the shoulders all the way down the arms to your fingertips. Relax back up through the shoulders, through the neck and through the face and all the way through the top of your head. Inhale and exhale deeply. And now slowly start to bring your awareness back by moving your fingers, moving your toes. And as you start to come out of your relaxation, you can draw your knees back into your chest for a moment and relax your lower back. And then just roll to your side and rest on your side for just a moment for a breath or two. And then you can either rock up to a seated posture or use your hands to kind of help you sit up. So bring yourself up to seated posture. Okay. Good. And we're going to close the Hatha Yoga, the body or exercise part of the class, by just bringing the hands to the heart for a moment. Namaste. So I want to thank you for joining in today. Those of you that would like to stay for the last 15 minutes, I'm going to teach an alternate nostril breathing technique that helps to deepen the breath, quiet the mind, expand the chest and lungs, help us to breathe deeply. And then I'm going to take you into a meditation. At the end of that meditation, I'm just going to quietly close the class, and you can continue to sit and meditate if you like, or you can go on with your day. All right? Okay. So for those that would like to stay and do the breathing technique, this is called alternate nostril breathing. We're alternating between breathing in and out of one nostril at a time. And what this will do is this will open up both passageways to the brain. Okay? If you might, I brought some Kleenex. You might need a Kleenex. If you're congested, this is actually going to help you to open up any congestion. If you have allergies, if you are stuffy, this is fantastic. You're going to want to do this, and you can do this several times throughout the day. Okay. So to begin, you're going to, you can see my hand. I'm using my right hand because I'm right-handed. I just bring the first two fingers down and I turn the hand towards me. So the thumb is going to press the side of my right nostril, and the inside of my ring finger will press the left nostril. If that's not comfortable for your hand, it's a mudra, it's a hand symbol. If that's not comfortable, you can do it just by using the thumb on the right side of your nostril and the pointer finger on the left side of your nostril. Okay, so you could do it that way as well. The easiest way to learn this is to listen, to like actually close your eyes and listen and just do it with me. And I'm going to talk you through it. I also have a handout with this information, so I'll connect with Kelly and see about emailing this out to you guys. We'll figure that out. Okay, so to begin, go ahead and close your eyes. Bring your hands up, or your one hand up to your face. I want you to inhale through both nostrils. Close the right nostril with your thumb and exhale through the left. Close that left nostril with your finger and inhale through the right. Close the right nostril with your thumb, exhale left. Close the left one, inhale right. Close the right nostril, exhale left. Close the left nostril, inhale right. Now exhale through the right nostril. Close it and inhale through the left. And exhale through the right nostril. Inhale through the left. Exhale through the right nostril. and inhale through the left. Let your hand come down and just exhale through both nostrils. Inhale deeply. And just notice how you feel. If you got lightheaded at all through that, you don't have to hold, you don't have to match my length in breath. It's okay to move a little more quickly. If you need to, blow your nose, you can do that. You need to do that, okay? We're gonna do one more round of the alternate nostril breath. So you notice that we did 3 in one direction, 3 in the other direction, if that makes sense. So we're gonna do another round. So I want you to inhale through both nostrils. Close off the left nostril and exhale through the right. Close the right nostril, inhale left. Close the left one, exhale right. Close the right one, inhale left. Close the left, exhale right. Close the right nostril, inhale left. Now exhale through the left nostril. Close it, inhale right. Exhale left. Inhale right. Exhale left. And inhale right. Let your hand come down and exhale through both nostrils evenly. And just breathe in and out through both nostrils. You can have your eyes closed and relaxed. And just notice how you feel. Your breath should be a little deeper. You might feel like some coolness in your nostrils, even going up into the forehead, into the sinuses. Now continue to focus on your breath. And as you inhale in your mind to yourself, I want you to think the sound so, S-O, so. As you exhale, think the sound hum, H-U-M, hum. So as you inhale and hum as you exhale. And see if you can follow the breath to the end. And your mind is going to wander, and you're just going to keep bringing it back over and over again to the sound of so, hum, and to the breath. As thoughts come into your mind, let them go, just like they're clouds passing by. Don't attach to them, just let them go. Come back to the breath. Come back to the sound of the mantra. So, This peace is now a part of you. And may you have a very peaceful, blessed day.